What's up, Space Monkeys? Welcome to Fight Club. I'm going to do a short episode tonight. Bad news. According to Jeff Stein this morning on Twitter, it looks as though Kamala Harris is not going to overrule the Parliamentarian on the $15 minimum wage being included in Biden's relief bill. So right now, it's still not too late. Right now, I would say get online and get on her ass, because we can still get this included in the bill. This is bullshit. She absolutely could get it included and overrule the Parliamentarian. It's an advisory role. It is not democratically elected. Her name is Elizabeth McDonough, and she has no power. Kamala Harris can tell her to go kick rocks and ignore her entirely. And in fact, in the past, like with the Bush tax cuts, the Republicans, they had a parliamentarian that disagreed that the tax cuts could be included in the, or certain parts of the tax cuts couldn't be included in a Senate or in a budget reconciliation bill, and they just fired them. Why is it you never hear about the Senate parliamentarian putting up roadblocks when the Republicans are in office? Because it doesn't fucking matter. Their job is not to stop bills. It's to give advice at best, and you can ignore it, and they absolutely should, and the Republicans routinely do. Why don't the Democrats? Ask yourself why. Maybe they don't really want the $15 minimum wage in there because their corporate donors would be angry with them. So Kamala Harris, it looks as though she has literally euthanized the $15 minimum wage, at least for now, by herself. So second part of the show, I'm going to give you some really bad news, and then I'm going to give you some good news. The bad news is I had predicted about a week ago that I thought maybe like the first week of March, if there wasn't significant stimulus passed at this point, I'd bang the gavel and it'd be over for the Democrats in 2022. I think it's a little earlier than expected because Kamala just killed the $15 minimum wage. That's it. Done. I'm calling it. Today, it's March 1st. Call it. They are too far gone now. They've done too many horrible things in the first 40 days being in office, and people really needed that minimum wage, and all Kamala had to do was override the Parliamentarian. She did not do so. She let it die, and Joe Biden has not only walked back the $2,000 stimulus checks to $1,400, but he also didn't get them out immediately. They've now been in there for almost a month and a half. What the fuck is the holdup? It's done. People are starving. It's been a horrible winter, and the Democrats, it's like they're trying to lose. I think they actually are trying to lose. So 2022 midterms are done, I think, now, which is unfortunate because I think if they get wiped out badly enough, even if my girl Nina Turner gets into Congress, the deficit between Republicans and Democrats might be so much that it doesn't really even matter if the squad votes as a block. It doesn't really even matter if she gets in there. It'll be more or less just her getting practice for a 2024 run, which brings me to the good news. And I've always tried to put some silver lining in the hearts of the leftists that watch my show. The good news is, guys, even though it's going to be hell for the next 4 years, it looks like we're going to get nothing done between now and 2022, get wiped out, and then get even less done the second half of Biden's administration, and they'll blame the Republicans for that. But means we'll get zero done over the next 4 years, which means things are going to continue to deteriorate. Our capitalist-infested system will continue to suck the impoverished dry. And what that does, unfortunately and fortunately, is that it actually allows us a populist working class labor movement of very, very angry people that are tired of being downtrodden, tired of being taken advantage of by both parties, and are tired of not having anybody to vote for. So I think this does open up an opportunity where a leftist can win the Democratic nomination. Why do I say that? Because Kamala Harris, if she just let the $15 minimum wage die, she just lethally injected herself, man. Like, you're never going to get through the debates. And what makes you think, Kamala, that you're going to be way better this next time? You were heralded as like the number one or the number two Democrat to take the nomination early on by establishment Dems, and then you polled at like 10% for a while, and then it was 5%, and then it was 4%, and then Tulsi came along and caved your skull in on your record, and then it was 2%, and then it was like, oh, well, you know, I think I'm going to drop out because I don't want to hurt my chances at possible my Senate seat, you know, and in the end you got 0 delegates, and everything was a catastrophic embarrassment for you every step of the way. And what makes you think that doing something like this with the credentials you already have and the poor debate skills you have is going to help you? You're going to start off high because all the establishment Dems are going to assume, oh, she's VP and she's black and she's a woman, so she has the identity politics angle and she already has the experience of being VP. You'll poll it 25% to start off, and then 3 debates in, it's just going to be, you're going to deteriorate and wither and die because you, by yourself, let the $15 minimum wage die. And no one's going to let you forget it. And forget about Nina Turner or Tulsi Gabbard, man. Everybody's going to be chomping at the bit to just eviscerate Kamala Harris. So your presidential aspirations are done. You're done. You will never be president. I'm sorry. You won't. This will be used, and you're going to do more horrible stuff, I'm sure, that will be able to pile up against you. But your aspirations are done because you yourself could have gotten the $15 minimum wage and you chose not to. It's over. Your political instincts are absolutely awful, as is per usual, Kamala Harris. So put a nail in the coffin there. No more Kamala Harris. We'll have to worry about maybe taking down Buttigieg or, I don't know. I heard Michelle Obama might run. Ugh, whatever. But Kamala Harris, if she's done. She's done now. So the good news is that this does allow us a tremendous amount of weapons against her, and she almost certainly will be one of the top 2 that we have to take down in the 2024 elections. So keep fighting the good fight, guys. It's extremely depressing, and it looks as though Biden is not going to do enough in his presidency now to warrant anyone in his cabinet getting the presidency once he steps down. I don't think he will run again. He's not even there enough mentally. He's lucky that he even is president right now. If there wasn't COVID, I'm certain that Trump probably would have wiped the floor with Joe Biden. But he got lucky. COVID got him in office. He's, you know, obviously past 6 p.m., he's not even there. So he will not run again. It can't be Kamala now. She's going to get killed. So this gives us some weapons against her. That's kind of nice. That's my good news for you. So get ready for 4 years of hell. And the second 2 years of those 4 years are going to be particularly excuse-ridden because all that the Democrats are going to do is they're going to lose the House on purpose and then point to the House majority in the favor of the Republicans as the reason that they can't get any bills passed. Voila, they have their scapegoat. They don't have to do shit, and they're already not doing shit, which makes me terrified because how can you do less than what they're already doing? All right, keep fighting the good fight out there, guys. It's going to be a grind. See you out there.